Friday, how's your Friday morning? And Friday evening and Friday afternoon going? I trust that you are having amazing, fantastic Friday. Okay, how's everyone doing? I trust it, right? I already said trust. You know, the Friday, it's finally Friday. Maybe some of them, wherever you are, right? Just woke up, or maybe having lunch, or having dinner, or just about going to bed, right? So that's really good. That means, right? You are active, right? You are doing something. I always let the people know when they join my live, and just like, amazing. You're awake. You're here. Even if you say hi or just join, it's celebrating like you are here. Because I always just tell you guys, like some people, they don't make it today, right? So anyway, I'll get start the how do I say it? Like the live, right? It's especially in English. I cannot really start right away, but that's okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get started before anyone comes, actually, right? Start to topic today. 3 tips to build better relationship with yourself, right? This is so important. I realized that a couple years ago. Okay, there's so many people, they're focusing or they're searching on Google's that how do I build better relationship with my girlfriend or with my wife or with children, right? They are searching with the others, with neighbors, with the people work with. And then, they get an answer. But this is the big one. I told you. I realized if you don't have a better, or if you don't build better relationships with yourself, you can't build better relationship with others. Don't you agree? I realized that. So after that, I just that's easy. Before I try to make the others to do what I want them to do, right? Like if those people, they don't do the things that I want them to do. Does it make sense? Right? Say, for example, I make it easier, right? In my house, oh my gosh, my husband or my kids, I wanted them to do dishes, but they don't do dishes, right? Those things, like you wish someone else to do the things, so that makes your life easier, right? And then if they don't do those things, you get so frustrated, right? You have an emotion, you have a feeling, right? So anyway, I found before I change the others, I change myself. I find it much easier than changing, but much easier to do that, right? And then that way, you're not going to have problems much. We always have a problem. We always face problem, right? But the things are the problems, right? But the things are some people makes you wonder, right? Makes you wonder. Some people that they deal with the problem, or they keep the problems longer. But the others, yes, problem comes, right? Problems come. But they seems to just let them go quicker. They seems to just get over it, or all right, okay, I can get moving, right? What is the difference? What is the difference, right? It just made me feel this is they know how to have a better relationship with yourself. Better. So better relationships means, right, when problem comes, they know how to let the problems go. They know how to deal with the problems. But some people, if they don't have a better, if they don't know how, or if they haven't built better relationship with others, right? So they just don't know how to let the problem go. And the other way I say that too, they are really good at holding the problems, right? So they are really good at how not to have a better relationship with yourself, right? So I hope I can get it right. And I am still at this point. First, it's like 8:36. I am still talking with myself. Nobody hasn't joined live yet, right? So, but what I'm doing right now? I am having a great, or building a great, better relationship with myself. If I don't, say, you guys see me, as I'm talking, right? I am looking myself on the phone, looking with me. I'm not just like, how to build a better relationship with yourself, right? I'm not doing that. You guys see me just looking through the phones means I'm talking to myself, and then I'm talking to you guys too, right? And also you guys see me with action. So I'm going to share 3 tips, right? I've been saying that too, right? The 3 tips to build better relationship, right? Number one, everything, it just makes sense. Okay, after that, whatever I was talking at the beginning, right? And that'll lead to these 3 tips to build a better relationship. So just, get the note and then write down, right? Write down. So number 1, practice open body language. You got to practice open body language to build a better relationship with yourself, right? So, for example, at work, you have what's happened to my hair? Right. You're having a hard time relationship. Your coworkers, your boss, just your customers, whatever, you're having a hard time. And then just think about it. Instead of just thinking all the time, I am just having a hard time. I'm really having a hard time at work. I just it's so hard. Instead of having the inner self-talk, just at work, check it out. Check it out that you observe yourself. What kind of body language that I am doing at work? What kind of body language that I am doing is everyday life? Observe yourself. You might doing at work or everyday life, right? Like maybe when somebody's talking to you, you might be doing this. Crossing your arms, right? You guys know what it means, right? When you're not open to yourself, the others, like refusing, you cross your arm, right? The body language, right? And you observe the other people. They're doing great, right? Relationship with the others or yourself. You observe them, how they just listening or talking with the others, or like just, have a better relationship with yourself. Like shoulders open, right? And then they're probably like listening conversation, and then just like that, open and engaging eyes engaging. Postures are different. Stand straightening up and just listening. And a little bit, it's okay. And it's even better, lean a little bit towards that person. Means you're going to do it with yourself. You have to lean towards yourself. Okay, do not be away. That means kind of you're being away, right, from that relationship. So that's very important. You got to lean a little bit like towards a person, and then you are open, like not crossing your arms, right? And you're gonna open. That's the body language. So practice open body language. That really help, right? And then number 2 is, okay, personal growth. It's so important. You learn, you study persons, study people. That way you understand, you have better understanding for yourself and for the others. Makes it easier. It just like helps to solve your why, right? And then you understand like when just like, oh, that's why I upset myself when someone talking about like this, right? Or it's just little things. Oh, that's why I take it a little bit more personal. But that person, they don't mean to hurting me, right? Or like you understand the others and yourself. So if you like learn or if you study about the self-development, personal growth, there are so many books out there for you to learn, right? So that's so important. Yes, and then also social network. Watching my Instagram is very important too, right? And my friend's Instagram is very important. We are helping you to have a better life, to build a better relationship with yourself. And we do lives, we do make reels, and then we make YouTube, like we do so many things because we want you to have better relationship with yourself and the others. But everything starts from better relationship with yourself, right? So anyway, yeah. So that's the personal growth. Growth is invest enhancing your skills and abilities, right? That's like I said, spending even if 10 minutes reading books, and then, or spending watching videos, or spending listening audiobook that really makes you feel like you like help to solve the problems, like why I'm having hard time with the others, or why I'm always just like put myself down, right? Why I'm not happy. There are always your why is already somebody solve your why, right? Your problems. It's already somebody get an answer. So just grab it and eat it and then just absorb it, right? That really helps. And then number 3 is, this is very, very important. This is very important. Practice self-care. Very important. This is especially, I wish that I knew 20 years ago. I was really, at the place I work, the workplace, I had a really, really hard time. Like, the relationship with myself and the others. And then the workplace, I got so stressful because I didn't know how to have a better relationship with myself and others, right? And then I was joining myself. Here you are, Tessa. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. Glad you are here. Actually, you're the first person. I've been talking for 40 minutes with myself. I'm talking about, it's so funny. 3 tips. Oh, you were sending, oh, I know. I did the exact same things, Tessa. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna just like, oh yeah, I wish I knew 20 years ago at my work, right? I really had a hard time because I didn't know how to build, or I didn't know how to have a better relationship with the others and myself, right? Because I didn't know how to do self-care, how to practice self-care, right? So what I was lacking at that time, I had a really, really, really hard time. No, that's all right. I've done the same thing this morning. I'm sure you knew it. And then I just really, because of it, I really was in a whole really, really hard time. Actually, I wound up leaving work, right? I ruined my health. I kind of ruined my relationship with myself. And then my family cared about me too much. I mean, so much. And then, I wish I knew self-care, self-love, right? Because I didn't do self-care and self-love. I pushed myself. Yeah, thank you. I was pushed myself too much at work, right? And I put myself at last at work, okay? I skipped lunch at work, okay? And then I thought that was a good thing, but I did everything at work. I thought that was the right things. Here you are, Peter-san. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. Everything. I say yes to everything. I thought that was a good thing. And then, I forgot the one person. I forgot to just say yes to myself, right? I just didn't practice. I didn't practice to build a better relationship with myself. That's why I had really hard time at work. I had a really hard time at work, like relationship with others and relationship with myself. And then wind up before I left for work, I started to not liking my coworkers. I started blaming my coworkers. And then and then starting to see everything my coworkers do, I took it too personal. It's not their fault, right? It was my fault because I didn't know how to practice self-care. So, hi Terry. There you go. I wanted to wave you, Terry, but I can't see those waving things. Happy Friday. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, you know what? You guys had a saying, I don't know, have you ever had a problems at workplace because you didn't know how to take care of yourself? You didn't have you didn't know how to build a better relationship with yourself. I did. I was just especially I was sharing 3 things. And then first one is practice your open body language. Practice, build a better relationship with yourself. Means, if you know how to build a better relationship, right? You will know you can build a better relationship with the others, right? Don't you guys agree? Everything start from you, right? And the second one is personal growth. You have to learn. You gotta learn about yours. You have to learn about human behavior, right? That way you will understand okay, that's why I get upset. That's why I take it too personal. That's why I am afraid. Or that's why she takes it too personal. That's why she is so afraid. You know, whatever you have a problem, somebody else has already solved the problem. So it's just check it out. Now is social networks and books, right? It's very important. Third one is practice self-care. This is the big one. If you don't practice self-care, right? If you don't take care of yourself, you will have a problem with yourself, that relationship problem with yourself and the others, right? Make sure these are things I didn't do 20 years ago. That's why I had a really hard time, right? So just make sure you have enough sleep. Make sure you prioritize yourself, right? And then make sure you eat healthier, and make sure you do exercise regularly, and make sure you you just practice, right? You get in the habit. First thing in the morning, you smile. You look at the mirror and smile at yourself. You talk to yourself like nicely and kind. You have to be kind to yourself. If I knew 20 years ago, right, I wouldn't have a hard time. And you know what? Just so that because of it, I didn't know. And it was a mess. It was a mess. I was crying every single day at work, right? And then and then I lost so much weight. And I almost every day, I felt like I was fainting because I didn't eat healthy, right? And then by the time I left work, I weighed myself and I was like 95 pounds. 95. Just no wonder I felt dizzy, right? Because I didn't know how to build a better relationship with myself. But thanks to those experiences, right? It's all those negative experiences we had. It's always teaches, right? We had always teach something. Because I left, because I just like, I can't take it anymore. So my husband just like, just leave. I just like, but I don't know. If I leave, I think I'm not going to be able to, like, maybe, how about the incomes and like, you know, all those things. And then Instagram is kicking you out. Welcome back, Tessa. I just didn't know how to leave, right? And then like, what if some people just starting to complain about me? I think my coworkers, they're going to say all bad things if I leave, right? And then I'm not going to have income. And then, you know what? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, actually. They're going to say something bad things about me, even if I was there anyway, right? And then those negative things is, in Japan, we say, right? 75 days. Those gossip will only last 75 days. I'm pretty sure Peterson heard about that too, right? But nowadays, everything's so fast-paced. But maybe nowadays, not 75 days. Maybe only 25 days, right? And of course, when I left for work, right? And then my co-workers, back then they had those kind of chat, I forgot what it's called, some kind of social network like 20 years ago, right? And then my coworkers, they were talking about me badly. Yes, badly, right? And then the other person told me like, Yuko, you have to see on internet, they're talking about you badly. Just you have to read it. And I told her, thank you so much. But you know what? I had enough damage. I made up myself a decision that I will build a better relationship with myself and others. And then I will make a decision not to check the social network, right? What is for? I read the negative, those chat about myself, right? And then I feel bad. I made a decision to practice self-care, right? Because I made a decision to leave that work, the toxic environment, that wasn't do anything good for me, right? Why do I have to go back and look at that chat and just read about myself? No way. We're going to say, no way, Jose, right? So after that, I just starting to practice about human relationships. I get into self-empowerment, self-development, right? And then like just practice and read the books. And then just starting watching YouTubes, right? And then just like learn. And then self-care. And then doing Tessa with Self-Care Sunday for more than 3 years, right? I think it's almost 3 years, more than 3 years. Really, really helping. And then now I can say confidently that I know how to build better relationship with myself. By doing that, right, I am really good at, right, creating good relationship with the others. everything starts from myself, right? So anyway, that's about it. So thank you so much, Peter-san, Tessa, thank you so much for staying. I am very, very, very happy that I have a great relationship with you guys too. So let me read the comment. Doesn't it sound like Tessa? Don't I sound like Tessa? Let me read the comments to you guys. So, okay. All right. And then, you know what? Here's a good tip I've learned. When I read a comment, right, I always watch my video, Instagram live video, for my, to get the better one for next ones and get better and better. When I read a comment, and then my face expressions, how do I say? It's not really good. I shouldn't say not good. So I've learned, like, when I read a comment, just like lose some kind of tension, right? Face expression when I read a comment. So I just like, no, when I read a comment, I kind of pay attention to my face expression still, because I am still on the Instagram. So it's great to just like not like reading, okay, read a comment where like you see the face expression change. So when I still read a comment, yeah, eyes goes down, right? It means it's not good for women's face. So anyway, so I just starting to have a little bit more intentions, like my face and eyes, and do like this, chin up, and I read a comment. So anyway, that's about it. This is a good tips, especially for women, right? Or just tilt the camera a little bit too. And then now you know important is take care of yourself. Yes, thank you so much for Tessa. Because if I don't take care of myself, hey, nobody's gonna take care of me, right? That's so important. And if I smile more at work and at home, I can create a great environment. You know, don't you guys agree? When women's smiling more, or, you know, dressing nice, hair is nice, smiling more and glowing at home, at work, that'll create a better environment for the entire world, right? I'm sure Tessa agrees, right? So anyway, Tessa said, we were taught to love others instead of loving ourselves. This is why it is so challenging to do. Yeah, that was a really, really challenging, especially 20 years ago. Nobody was teaching me how to love myself, right? I was taught that take care of the others. You're the last ones. Or forget about yourself. Or if I starting to like me first, I have to take care of myself. I have to love myself. And then like everybody else starting to just like it's saying that, oh, how selfish you are. You're so selfish, right? So yeah, that's so important. Sorry, I'm not crying. Oh my gosh, there you go. Anyway, great. Peterson, thank you so much. Great topic for today. Related with Tessa today topic, gratitude. Yes, it's always funny, right? I speak it. I choose a topic because it's not the last minute. See, I wrote, right? This one's before Tessa's Instagram live too. I don't know, some kind of me and Tessa we're in kind of relationship. Self-care is our passport to the city of success. I love that. Self-care is our passport to the city of success. I like that line. No, you know what? That was like in North America. I forgot. It's like long time ago. I forgot. It's just like not a WeChat. WeChat is Chinese one, right? I forgot. Like some kind of chat group. Like it's like everybody kind of chat. There was like, that was before Facebook actually. So thanks, Yuko. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Tessa. Helping for us too. Thank you, Tessa. Yuko. Oh, thank you. You're so grateful all the time, Peter. Instagram is still acting up. Yeah, Instagram is acting up funny too, right? Me too. Because I sent chat room. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Long time ago. It's like that was kind of beginning of social network, right? Yeah. Oh, Peter said, I have same experience too. Oh, I'm sorry. That was probably really hard too, right? Yeah. Yeah, 20 years, still reminds me goosebumps. I never, ever want to have the experience that I had it 20 years ago. I was younger, right? 20 years ago. But I looked myself in the mirror. And then what I saw in the mirror was 98 years old lady. Like who's had a really, really hard life. My face was wrinkly because I lost so much weight in short time. Stress. You know, people say stress cannot kill you. Yes, stress can almost kill you, right? Stress related. It's just no good. But you got to learn how to build better relationship with yourself. Just take care of yourself. So, you know, sometimes if you find yourself pushing yourself too much, pause, just stop doing whatever you need to do. Don't worry, world's still turning. Even if you stop doing it, have a rest. Or go outside, take your shoes off, do grounding, right? Or just have a nap. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're a very important person to yourself too. Yes, it was very popular. Yeah, chat room. And then toxic. It was really toxic. You know what's happened? I'm going in a few minutes. I'm done. You know what's happened? Like 10 years, 15 years ago, right? So means, no, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Sorry. So means 13 years after that things happen, I ran across my coworker, right? And we were just like, we flinched at the first, right? And then like, because I was doing what I had been doing what I was supposed to do, right? And then I started, so what happened to it, instead of blaming her, my coworkers, you know, you did things to me, I'm not forgiving yourself, I had a really hard time, right? Or I had a really like yucky feeling. No, it was like me and her, we look at each other for a second, and next action was we hugged each other and we started crying, and then we started apologizing each other. That was really amazing, funny, crazy moment. But if I didn't practice self-care, those things happen? I don't think so, right? I'm sure I had a compassion, like, you know, I'm sure she told me that I am so sorry. I knew I was giving you a hard time. I was so mean to you. You know, I had a really, at home, I didn't have a great relationship with my husband, with my family. I wasn't quite happy. I was so stressful. That's what she told me, right? I told her that it's okay. It's okay. You know, I am okay, and I'm so happy that I see you at this moment. I'm so happy that we hug each other. You know, like our life, we got just always, it's not always happy ending, happy ever, lovely ever after things, right? We're human. Don't worry about it. So that was a really great way to just reconnect with her too. Yes, it was very, very, very toxic. Yes, it was so toxic. Why do I go? You know, why do I go to get into the gossip room? Tessa said, the gossip, that's no good. So anyway, I really appreciated Tessa and Peter that were staying with me to join my life. And I also say thank you to you guys taking your time to watch my live and on archive, right? So I shouldn't say hope. This live today will help somebody who's having a really hard time, right? Relationship with maybe work, family, yourself. Those 3 little tips that you can do it with 1% courage and action, right? I'm sure it's gonna help a lot too. So anyway, tonight is, what is it tonight? Ladies' night, right? At 7 p.m. and also this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Self-care Sunday. Tessa and I, we're gonna just provide you. We're gonna provide a fun and best self-care practice to you guys. Don't miss it. You are fabulous. Thank you so much. You are fabulous too, Tessa. So anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. And good night, Peter-san. And have a great day, Tessa. Bye.